This video is intended for adult collectors only. Hola todos, it's Snotty. Welcome or welcome back if this is your first time on my channel. Thank you for clicking and viewing. My name is Snotty and I post a lot of doll related content. In my previous channel, for those who have seen it, I mentioned that I was moving, or that I moved, and I just want to take you a couple months back, 3 months. Picture yourself, visualize yourself wherever you were in your life 3 months ago. This is where we're at. We just got approved for a new place, and so I had to pack my girls up, because not only am I moving to a new house, y'all, I get my own office space, okay? Pero like, wow, I felt, oof, girl. It's let's dive in while I'm packing everything up. First of all, I am packing up all my only existent 3 shelves. My only existent 3 shelves consisting of Bratz, Rainbow High, and LOL OMG. They were overstocked these shelves. So I'm glad to be moving into a place where I can have more room to grow. But anyways, I am wrapping all my dolls with paper towels, just because 1, it's the only thing I had that would protect them and that was safe, and 2, I didn't want to use plastic because what's the point, and 3, what ended up happening is that as soon as I put them in my new office space, I used the paper towels to clean around the house, because if you know anything about moving, you're just always cleaning. That's your life, and you're not only cleaning your new place, you're cleaning your old place. So that is what I'm doing, packing them up in medium-sized Home Depot boxes and at 700 times speed. Okay, but yeah, so I've been living in an apartment since I think I was 19. Apartment, maybe a balcony here and there, but yeah, it's been a while since I lived in a house, okay? And my current roommate and I are actually gonna live with, we are living with another person, like 2 people, and with that kind of budget we were able to afford living in a home, nice home in a really cool community. And yeah, it's really nice. It's very convenient for all of us. It's a really nice budget in terms of rent and bills, and it gave me the opportunity, outside of everything, to buy a car. I haven't had a car since like 2018. Okay, so, and I saved up and I feel like an adult. Like, what? Even though it's not my house, I'm here for the half-ass illusion. Like, okay, I have my own car now, I have my own house, I have my own backyard, and I have my little office. I'm living the dream. I have my little nuclear fam. Even though, like, nuclear families are a lie, dude. Don't believe in that shit. That fucking capitalistic shit, as I'm wrapping as I'm consuming dolls and capitalistic dolls. Anyways, but yeah, it just makes me feel, I think, for everybody involved in this situation, in such a happy place, a nice place, supportive place. And so yeah, I'm really excited I've been living here for like almost 2 months. At the time that I'm recording this and editing, it's been 2 months, and I can say I loved it, babes. I love it, babes. I love it. And yeah, so as I finish, oh, you see a little bit of some secrets I've been working on. Girl, I don't even know if I recorded. Look at my Monster High dolls. I love the repros. I have my own opinions on the repros, which I will dive deeper into in another video, but I love the repros. And I just have no space for Monster High, because now I want to collect Monster High, you know? 3 shelves weren't gonna cut it, dude. It's a mess. It was a whole mess. So I'm excited again for such a big space. I remember when I first started collecting, it happened during the pandemic. It was during a crazy personal time in my life, and I saw Snowlish, as I mentioned before in some of my videos. The fact that a couple years later, I'm an avid collector, an avid adult collector, part of a whole community. It's super cool. And it's nice to know that there is a community. I'll also dive deep into my whole history with collecting and just being a doll consumer in another video as well. But just let you know, I don't know, what was I even talking about? I'm just rambling so much. But yeah, I think I just haven't found a lot of time from knowing that we were moving, knowing with people we were moving, knowing what our budget was, house touring, packing, buying stuff. It really takes a lot of you. There's just so much mental load and physical load that you have to take on when you're moving. And I think for my roommate that I lived with for the past couple of years, we moved either every year or every 2 years. So we kind of got this down, we got it to a T. But this time it felt different. It felt different because there was more things, and I think I had a lot more responsibility with moving. I for sure had a lot more responsibility. So I was able to take on that added stress, and yeah, but I didn't realize how much capacity moving takes, but because I was moving, I also had to save. And I think for a while, once we decided, okay, we're going to move, this is our budget, this is our all of this stuff, I had to just stop engaging in the whole community because I had to save money to be able to afford to move out and, get my life on a good start. And it was such a hard couple of months, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Also, side note, I got tired of the paper towels and I just threw my LOL dolls. I'm sorry. They're fine though. They're fine. But sorry, girls. I love you. But yeah, there was a point where I was just so stressed and I felt so sad because I couldn't invest. And I think that's just like a big problem within the community, that the doll community or just any kind of community that collects certain things. Also, this is my office. Look at this office. I'm rambling too much. FOMO in the community is really real, and so I struggled for a bit to even be wanting to be part of that community, just because there's also like a lot of toxic parts of it. I don't know, that stuff doesn't really care. I don't really care too much, but I know it does impact how I feel sometimes about the community. But just FOMO really got to me. And I just hated going into Twitter, because I use Twitter for my community. That's the main platform I use. And just seeing all these things, these dolls, these amazing things that I was missing out on. And I just had to step away. Every time I would wake up, I would look at my dolls and I would just feel stressed because it was just very overwhelming. Even before we were moving, my room was just a very small space, to the point where I would wake up and my dolls were there. And ever since I used to live in black and white. That was my room, black and white, black and white. So waking up every day with colorful pop, boom, bam, bam, it's a lot for me. I like my neutrals. I like my black and whites. I like waking up in that. I don't like waking up in a vomit of rainbows. You know what I'm saying? So it just got to me. And so I'm glad I was able to just take a break, store my dolls away. I stored them on very early. Y'all, I stored them very early on this whole thing. And then once I moved into this new office here that you see, I was able to fall in love with the space. And because we are renting this house, I didn't want to invest in such big shelves or make a commitment in shelves if maybe the next year or the next year after that we were gonna move, So a lot of things that I had to do was just hunting down shelves on Facebook Marketplace. All my shelves so far in my office, everything that I got has been completely free. And so it's not something that I'll be sad because I won't be able to have that much storage or shelving space for my dolls if I were to move to a smaller place. But it's not like it's a loss because I didn't invest any actual money into this, just gas, you know what I mean, which is fine. But I found this really nice shelf some man had in his garage. Some of it was a little broken. It was very much DIY shelves, so we broke it apart. I got my roommate's drill. We took it apart, put it in the car, and then I drove back home. It was like 20 minutes away, not bad. And here I am setting it up. It was a little bit difficult because these were kind of heavy, especially the middle part and the way you just have to assemble. But I'm super happy that I was able to find all these things. It did take a while, not gonna lie, it did take a while, but I think because I was on a hiatus, everything came together the way it needed to. It was like a whole day thing, from, you know, communicating with the seller, to driving out, to taking it apart, to driving back home, then moving everything into my office, and then assembling it. It was just a lot. I was so proud of myself. It was late at night. Getting used to this house has been crazy, okay? I'm not used to such a big space. I've been so used to having one floor layout. Everything is in my vicinity that I know of. And I'm a person that gets very scared at night. Like, I walk around with knives, bitch. And in my kitchen, like, I gotta go downstairs. Oh, we also have stairs. Girl, if I forget something, I have to go back up and go back down and go back up and go back down. And I'm an anxious person. I'm not the kind of person that's just like, I'll just put stuff on the stairs and then late at night I'll go put it back up. I'm not like that. I'm just like, throw it up. So I'm up and down, up and down, up and down, you know, and it's just very tiring. But late at night, I hate going down by myself. And so I always have a knife. I have a knife in my room. And then we have some weapons in the closet. We have so much weapons just because of our situation. It just makes us feel safer, you know what I mean? But I'm also do this to myself because I don't like the lights on. I'm very much a dad on this. I'm very much turn off the lights, apaga las luces, gastando. And I'm very much like that. My roommates, they leave lights on. But I'm like, they're like a dad being like, turn this shit off. So yeah, I'm very much still getting used to the space. So much space. And just getting used to so many windows. I've always had a fear of windows, you know? And so I'm just getting used to getting a cup of water late at night and feeling like I gotta run, bitch. That's just how it is. But here I am installing some of the shelves, or drawers, I mean. I'm installing some of the drawers. I noticed that these were actually not part of the original floor plan. I don't know what to say. The whole construction of the shelves. It looks like the previous owner DIY'd this, and there is a gap in between, but I don't mind. They're free. I'm Gucci off of that. But yeah, look, this I love also my windows for my new office. And I don't know if y'all can see, but it's a chandelier. There's a chandelier that's a light. So this is my office space, but it was originally a dining room, okay? So when we came in here, they had 2 living rooms and a dining room, and we're like, we don't need that. We don't need 2 living rooms. Rich people have like 3 living rooms, y'all. Like, that's crazy. Why are you guys having 3,000 living rooms? Store all your Vosses? Come on. So actually, no shade, because look at this now. Everybody in this household, we have our own office space. So pretty happy with it. But yeah, I'm here finishing up the last bits and pieces of the shelf, and then I will take you guys to a full whole tour look of the most recent update. Hi everyone. So I just finished filming. That's why I'm all glammed up. But I did make some changes. So initially I had just like a IKEA organizing cube organizer for my office, but I decided to add it to this display. So let me go ahead and back it up. This is the entrance. And if you come look over here, it's still pretty messy. But this is all my office stuff, along with some just like random toys and books. And then this is the big opening between my space and my roommate's space. Just because this is ideally supposed to be the dining room. And over there is supposed to be the second living room. And if you look in here, this is my office. And this is where I work, because I work from home. And I also do a lot of editing, as you can see. Over here I have one of my videos I'm editing, and then over here is my dolls. I do have room. Before these here, I had them over here, but then I moved them, and so I think I have space for one more of these, and these are from Target, so I'm pretty excited. it's just gonna be a thing because I have to move all of this, so it's gonna be just a little time consuming. But then we have all this beautiful open window space, and then here is where we have more storage. This is just gonna be a future like display for like rooms. I want to make different rooms and different like scenarios in each one, so I'm pretty excited about this one, not gonna lie. Of course there will probably be room for dolls underneath. Then over here is, I wanted this one to also be like a display, but it just didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So I think I'm just gonna use this for like additional storage. I will invest in like little pull-out drawers and stuff like that to shove stuff in there, maybe clothes and other doll things. So I hope that's the goal for that one. And then up here I used that IKEA cube organizer, and I removed some of these little sections to kind of create room for more dioramic or displays, and then the storage on top. So I am super excited. I want to one day get a couch and maybe some space in between that I can like chill and, you know, have. Like this chandelier is so cute. But yeah, that is my current update. I don't know what I'm gonna do back here. There's just too much going on, but as you can see, I have a lot of shit on the floor, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. Hi everyone, so it's been a couple weeks, not gonna lie, it's been some time, but those are my roommates. But I have changed some stuff from my office. So mostly what's different is this thing. I don't know if you already saw it, but I put in a curtain. It's not the color I want, but you know what? It works for both the side of my roommate and mine. So I can always use it, you know, like as a little backdrop. But so not too stressed. But I did just get a new working table or workshop table from Facebook Marketplace. So I want to show you the updated of my room. This is the same, but here is my working station. And then here's that. So it's coming together. The next thing I need to prioritize is little carts here, or I mean little bins to put in there. But yeah, I'm kind of excited. I got this cutter at the thrift store. I have my thing, you know, and yeah, I have just like a little work table where I can cut stuff. I might put this thing over there just because it's the only closest outlet. But yeah, I feel pretty happy with this. Okay, it is the next day and I went to the Dollar Tree and I just kind of organized, and I think I'm done. Obviously there's just gonna be some stuff that I need to put away here and there, but I think just like little small additions I need to make under my table. But so far I think we're finally done, so let me show you. Okay, so this right here is the entranceway. And I decided to just put this IKEA little thing here with all my books and some of my devices. And then here I have some of my Sailor Moon stuff. It's a little chaotic, but I'll eventually get to it. These are just mostly my manga and my art books. And I eventually want to slowly just start adding all my art books in here. But this is where all my recording stuff is, and I just don't know where else to put it. So I'm keeping it here. I have the vacuum just because I'm always going to be needing the vacuum, so it's just easier. But that's not the designated home. Then over here, I moved the shelf and I was able to kind of reduce the amount. So we have the paper for the printer. We have 2 electric little areas. I might end up putting all the camera stuff in one, but just for right now, I have just like a thing of paper, like notebooks and stuff like that. Then I have just some miscellaneous paper, so 2 paper, and then just another place to store extras of pencils, crayons, everything like that. Then down here is where most of the organization happened. I quickly just went to the Dollar Tree and I got these bins. It's not the most pretty, I guess, but it does clean everything up and organize things, at least for now, and I'm personally really happy with them. As you can see here, I just got a bunch of like miscellaneous stuff here, and then I got like clay and sponges and just 2 places to really put those random things. Then here I have all my acrylic paints, and here I have all of my canvases and things I've been working on, as well as my pastels and colored pencils down there. Then down here, this is where all my doll hair tools are gonna be. So I have like shampoo, curlers, hair ties, and then here is where I have more of the decorations to put on here. So these 2 are gonna be like the main areas where my restyles are gonna go. And then here is where I have all my wood that I'm be using for furniture and things like that. This is where all my paper is gonna be, and I want to try this vinyl paper out, but I thought that would be nice. And these are kitten litter trays. That's why they're really big. Down here, oops. Down here is just a room where I put extra spare cardboard and poster paper. What is this? Yeah, that stuff. And then here I have my sewing things and just fabric and things like that for my dioramas. Eventually here, I have miscellaneous stuff. These are some shoes I'm making. But eventually here I want to put the dog clothes in here. But I just think I'll eventually run out of room. But that's just where it's going to start. And then we're going to have all my dioramas. That is where I currently have all my clothes. So I hope to, you know, remove it and put it down here. Then here I have dolls. I have dolls in this one. I have doll stands. So maybe those might end up down here. I'm not sure. And then here's my little cart that I can just wheel around with me. Wow. I can just wheel around with me around this table. And here I just have like the main things. I have compartments with glues, and then my brushes and pencils and scissors. I think that will be something I will need. Then we have my table. Down here is just boxes, paint, just miscellaneous stuff. And then my table, I cleared it because I'm gonna work on something real quick. And here I have my cutting board, or my paper. And obviously I have these, but we have a safety lock to help cut, which I am gonna use to the most that I can. And then I have my plancha and my board, my random cheese puffs, Reese's Puffs. And then here I am missing a shelf, but this is where I am going to put my a 4th shelf to put my Monster High dolls in. And so I definitely need to fill up my brats. But as you can see, my Rainbow High is overcrowded, and I got some things that I need to organize. But I'm pretty happy with this. But yeah, that's it. Oh, let me put you right here. I'm also really happy because now I have a table and I can just sit and like record, and I'm hoping that maybe I can get something overhead to help record below when I'm making projects. But yeah, I am super excited. I'm hoping with all this setup I can start getting into making, you know, dioramas and displays and getting just more creative with my doll room. Not just collecting, but also having more fun with my collection, not just displaying my dolls by themselves, which if that's what you do and that's what you like, that's totally fair. I just want to do something more different and give my collection a different purpose. So yeah, thank you all for joining me, and I'll see y'all next one. Bye.